This video is going to take a look at creating a YouTube playlist and embedding it inside of your Canvas course. We're also going to talk about some of the reasons and benefits why you might want to do this. So to get started, I've logged into my Canvas. Go into YouTube, and you will need a YouTube account to create a playlist. I've searched for chemistry here at the top. You can see I've got a list of chemistry videos. Now there's two ways to create a new playlist. You can either start by clicking on this icon here, going to Save to Playlist, or if you've clicked on the video, and in the bottom right of that video, you can see it says Save down here as well. That'll generate the same dialog box. Now in this section, you can do two things. You can either add this video to an existing playlist or several existing playlists, and you can create a new one by clicking this icon. So I've created the name of my new playlist here, and I always leave it on public, but there are some other options in here if you'd like to play around with them. So I'm going to hit Create, and I've created a chemistry playlist. Now in the top left, I'm going to click on these lines here, and you can see on the left-hand side my chemistry playlist is displayed. If you don't see your playlist, make sure you click on Show More, and all the playlists should be viewable. I'm going to click on the word chemistry here to go into my playlist. The first thing I'm going to do is we're going to embed this into Canvas, and then the second thing is I'm going to come back into this space and show you what some of the cool features are about playlists. So the first thing here is I'm going to hit Share to get my embed code. I'm going to click Embedded, this little button here. We're going to go ahead and copy this section here. Jump back into my Canvas course. Click on any space that will allow for embedding, so that could be a page, could be a discussion. I'm going to click on Edit, and I'm going to use the Media button here to embed this code. Now I've got my playlist, and you can tell it's a playlist because up here in the top right, you'll notice the icon appears here again, and it tells you how many videos you're looking at inside of the playlist. Right now I only have one video, so I'm one of one. I'm going to hit Save. And when your students interact with these videos, if they click on this icon here, it'll give them a full list of all the videos you've added to the playlist. Now, let's go back into YouTube and look at some really cool features. So inside of my chemistry playlist, I've just got one video added. What we're going to do now is add some more videos to this section and add them in a way that students will see them populate inside of Canvas as the newest video. So before I add a new video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on these little dots down here. I'm going to make some changes to my space. So if I go to Playlist Settings, and in this section here it says Add New Videos to the top of the playlist. I'm going to turn that on. So every time I add a new add a new video to my playlist, it will appear on the top, and back on the Canvas side, that video will be reflected in this space here. So it will no longer be this video, but it'll be a new one. So let me show you what that looks like. I've got this section clicked to add. I'm going to say Done. I'm going to go back to my chemistry video search. I'm going to find another video. I'm going to choose this one right here. I'm going to simply select these dots, save to playlist. Now since I've created my playlist, I'm just going to check this box to add it to my chemistry playlist. You can see down here it says Add it to chemistry playlist. And now if I go back into Canvas and refresh my page, you can see the new video has been added to this space, and in the top, that little button now reflects the two new videos that I've added. So this is a really neat way to kind of interact with students and give them a new video every so often. It's also a great way to kind of consolidate the pieces of Canvas that you are creating, so you don't have to have a page every time you have a new video. You could just make one page and then add videos and make all the changes to the videos themselves on the YouTube side, which will then be reflected inside of Canvas. Now there's a couple things inside of YouTube that I want to cover before we get out of here that I think are also really useful to have. If we go back into our playlist, we're going to go to the dots down here. We're going to go into Playlist Settings, and we're going to go to Advanced Settings here. Now inside of Advanced Settings, there's some really cool features that you can use to even automate your YouTube playlists even more. So notice this section here, it looks pretty similar. For the ordering, you can actually change how you'd like your videos to be sorted here as well. But under Auto Add, one of the really cool things we can do is we can create some rules in this playlist. So if there's a video on YouTube that kind of qualifies for those rules, it will just automatically get added to your playlist. Now I'm going to go ahead and add rule. And you can see there's some options in this drop-down box. We've got title contains, description contains, and tag. Now you might be thinking to yourself, I don't know, that sounds kind of scary. Because if I add something in here with title contains and something inappropriate shows up, it'll add it to that playlist. And that's true. So I avoid these top two items here, but what you can choose is tag. And here's why this is useful. If there is a tag, every time you upload a YouTube video, you have the option to add tags to that video, so people searching for keywords will be served to your video if those things match. So if you're working with like a PLC or you're working with students, you might create a custom tag that is searchable. So I might choose MPS Chemistry Video 2019. So that's a very specific kind of tag here. And if I was having other teachers or students upload their video, they could just be instructed to include this tag. And then when they upload it, it'll just automatically show up in your playlist, which is a really cool feature, I think. The last thing I'm going to show you here is under Collaborate. If we turn this on, you could give people a link to collaborate on this playlist. So if they wanted to add videos or if they found a video that they thought was useful for the subject matter, they could just simply add it to the collaboration playlist. Now this is really a cool idea if you're in a PLC, and now you don't have to have a huge long email chain of a bunch of different video links, go searching back through all of those to find a useful video. You'll just simply go into YouTube, go to the chemistry playlist, and anyone in your PLC who's added a video, their video will show up in here. So right now I'm going to turn this off. I'm also going to come back to the auto section here, and I'm going to trash this tag. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cancel out, and I want to show you what's happened. So we added this video just a few moments ago. Now back on the Canvas side, you can see this has been added in here. And if I click this item here, you can see that video is right up in here. So all those changes that we made on the YouTube side, whether that's for tags or adding videos, will just simply be reflected in this space. Now last but not least, we're going to go into Home and jump into the Discussion section. Now, one of the benefits to using a YouTube playlist, let me re-embed this here real quick. Let me go back to my playlist here, grab that item, and we're going to go ahead and delete that old one out and embed the new one and save it up. So one of the reasons why YouTube playlists are so useful, especially in a discussion setting, is you can create the playlist here, and then as you add more videos or things to your playlist, and if you check the right options in the YouTube side, those new videos you add to your playlist will simply populate in this space as the next video to watch. Students can then reply and add comments in this section, so you don't really need to make a bunch of different discussion posts. You could just have one long running discussion post, and then each week the video can be added and can be new, and students will see their old responses and make new ones and kind of create a really fun and kind of interactive and live space. My one suggestion about creating playlists inside of Canvas is make sure you include some instructions or some sort of tutorial on how to use and navigate the playlist in advance, because sometimes students might have not used a YouTube playlist, so they're not aware of this button here at the top and can get confused pretty easily. So I've just added some quick instructions with a symbol up here to show them a way to navigate and what to look for. So I hope this video was useful. Sorry about how long it was, but if you have any questions, please reach out to your online instructional design coaches, or you can reach out to an EdTech trainer. Have a great day.